So there are so many things you can do during the foreplay. Talk nicely to each other, caress, do your, touch the breast and touch all, the areas that are sensitive in her body. The finger is usually very useful in the foreplay because that's how you check out when she's ready. God prepared a woman's body in a way that she's ready. That when she's ready, the vaginal area becomes moist. That way it's easy to welcome the man of God at the right time. Without him forcing his way, like somebody who didn't get the visa. So it's so important that you do the necessary things to get that area ready. That is the time in fellowship we call, the opening prayer and the praise and worship. All of that is what you do to prepare the atmosphere before the speaker is called up to come and speak. So number two, in the different phase of love making as a fellowship is the real act, which is the climax of the whole thing. This is the time when the couple have had enough time enjoying themselves with the foreplay to their satisfaction. Then they are ready, the wife is ready to welcome the man of God, to carry out his assignment with serious anointing. At that time, when you are ready for the man of God, you could even help and, carry the man of God with dignity. He doesn't bite. You can touch it. He doesn't bite. It's not a snake. So you can guide the man of God, guide him. Guide him gently. Guide him gently and take him to the Holy Land. And then, as he's doing his work, his assignment, both of you are bursting in tongues. Because at that level, he will do his assignment with so much anointing. Because he has already done his work. And he prepared the woman of God for the assignment. So that is the real act. That's what they call the real act. When the man of God is welcomed, into the bedroom of the woman of God. There's something you need to do, as a way of, warming up the sex muscles. When a woman is weeing, when you are urinating, you can be holding back the urine from time to time. It has a way of flexing the sex muscles. The same thing with the man. That way you don't ejaculate very quickly. Because when a man ejaculates very quickly, then it frustrates the wife. If he has not been able to take the wife anywhere yet, and he just ejaculates like that, she could be very frustrated. So, at that level, when the man of God is in operation with high anointing, you can present your request before the Lord. You can blast in tongues. Whatever you ask the Lord to do for you at that time, you can be sure that it's already answered. Because there is a heavy anointing that connects the man and woman at that point. After you have done that, the third and the final level is called the afterglow. This is compared to sharing the grace in fellowship. That is another very major phase. When you have finished the main assignment, don't just fall, and begin to snore. Of course, you must have done all the announcement and the special numbers and the testimonies. They are all part of what came before the man of God came. So after the man of God has finished the assignment, in the afterglow, there can be offering time. You can give offering. There can be some beautiful things that can be exchanged, some beautiful promises that can be made. Still just be in each other's embrace, and then before you can even choose to sleep in each other's embrace. It is at this time that you share the grace in fellowship, and then you can have your closing prayer and make sure that it is done very well. Don't sleep and then while your wife is still awake, make sure you carry your wife along and then